Let's
Beautiful.
try this again. Ow, jam!
Brilliant. We'll do it live.
It wouldn't be Monday Night Magic if everything didn't go wrong. All right, shut up.
Professionalism.
Let's try this again. Ow, jam! Hello again, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic. I'm Chewie here on the left. I'm waving. Cluze is way over on the right. He's pointing at himself. And Squee is in the middle, being in the middle. Yes. So, for those of you listening later, you won't notice, well, you'll probably notice a difference. For those of you that are here with us live, hello, we are streaming Monday Night Magic number 616 on chat, on Twitch chat, with Twitch chat. Oh, dear God.
On the internet.
I stream like every night, and I've been recording podcasts for 10 years, but you put the two together, and I'm just not capable.
It's a different challenge. We didn't have to wait till 100 divisible number, though.
True. So this is our test run to see if this is a viable thing to always be doing this. So hopefully this is a viable thing, and it won't be too much trouble.
We'll see.
We'll see. So this is Monday Night Magic number 616, which is not a small number. And so I guess shout outs to the
Grand Rapids, Holland, kind of that lower southwest corner of Michigan.
Yeah, no one cares about them.
Is that where all the superheroes are?
Hey, hold it. I care about Grand Rapids and Holland. In fact, if you're from Holland, Michigan and listening to the show, let us know.
Yeah, so the real shout out goes to the Marvel comic book universe, which is, for some reason, Universe 616.
I'm sure it's remarkably either an in-joke or just something that someone did in passing that became legit later.
Yeah.
Either way, the important thing is that that's where you go to make a deal with the devil whenever life gets hard. See reference Spider-Man in the comic books. Ugh. Never let them forget.
Well, that's depressing. So,
it was depressing.
Like we said, we are live streaming this, but it should be relatively the same. It's just now you can see us.
Yeah, we don't have the luxury of silence truncation anymore, but past that, it should all be the same.
Also, Cluze, links don't work in chat anymore.
Oh, man.
So
that'll teach you.
People abused it, so no more links in chat.
Let's see if I can get around it.
Cluze, focus. We got to do the podcast.
This is what he's like all the time. Now you know.
Jesus.
So hey, look, magic.
First, we have to address something that happened last week here on Monday Night Magic. When we were doing a part of the show, we flippantly said something along the lines of, I wonder how many viewers we lost. Doesn't matter. And us just spouting nonsense at the end of a show after, if I remember correctly, we started late last week. We were all really tired, but those are just excuses. I would like to apologize to all of you for implying that any of our listeners, no matter what their beliefs or stances or anything, implying that you don't matter to us. We preach inclusivity and not hating people all the time on this show. And then to just say, yeah, but some of you still don't matter, sends entirely the wrong message that we weren't thinking. And I apologize wholeheartedly for making it seem like any of our listeners are irrelevant. I personally value each of you a lot, and I don't want to inadvertently piss anyone off. If I'm gonna piss you off, I'm gonna do it on purpose.
Advertently.
Yeah, advertently. Yeah. So I am very sorry. And hopefully anyone that bothered or whatnot, feel free to send me a message or a tweet or whatever, and we'll get it all worked out. So, that said, let's get into the news. We had a lot of tournament nonsense going on this week, but luckily, 2 of them are limited.
Yeah, buddy.
So let's see if this works. Hey, look, this works. Hey, Cluze, do me a favor.
Yeah?
In the Discord chat, type the word test and hit send. Okay, just checking.
Okay. What'd that do?
I just wanted to make sure that no flippant nonsense in the chat would pop up on screen. Cluze.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Did that appear on screen?
No, it did not.
So that didn't either.
Yes, actually that did. Way to go, Cluze.
Did it?
No. Now stop.
Oh, good, because there's no swearing on Monday Night Magic.
Oh my god. Anyway, so we
Professionalism.
We again, this is our first of these normal live streams. We're working out the kinks. And not in the happy fun way, it turns out. So, our first, let's do this one first. Our first GP is GP Sacramento, where I can't actually see. I need someone to give me some numbers.
1,280.
Phew. That's pretty good. And this was, what was this? Whoops, hello. This was core set sealed, right? And
yeah, it's a limited event.
Nice. Well, then as you can see, it was won by Richard Liu. Second place was John Walski. Third place, Marcus Luong. Let's say. Fourth place, Max Mick. Fifth place, Richard Tan. Sixth, Brian Burgess. Seventh, Dylan Gellis, one of those. And eighth place, Alexander Schwartz, who, amazingly enough, looks just like the Wizards of the Coast logo.
Look, I don't want to start a conspiracy, but I think they might have pushed him into the top 8 just to get that logo in another place.
It could be that he's a vampire and doesn't show up on film. So
maybe it's like that time that it was impossible
that.
to take photos of you at an SCG event.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Since it's sealed, we don't really have a metagame or anything to talk about. So
play 40 cards well.
Yeah, pretty much. Make good decisions. Don't screw it all up, etc., etc.
Sweep the leg.
So after that, we go to Chiba Grand Prix.
I think sweeping the leg might actually get you an unsporting conduct major.
You're not a judge. It doesn't matter.
That's true. So,
Chiba.
How many people were playing in Chiba?
2471.
How many were in Sacramento?
1280.
Whew. Damn near double. Or if you go the other way, damn near half.
It does sound appropriately mathematical.
All right, let me now butcher some names. The whole thing was won by... I'm already going to screw this up. Is that Guillaume?
Could be.
Guillaume Salvador Arnal, let's say. He won.
Quite possible.
Yeah, maybe. Keita Kawasaki won second place. He was the first place after first place. So
there you
second place. Third place is Ji Yimin. Yeah, something like that. Close enough. Fourth place. What are these guys standing in front of?
It's like a combination of, like history of magic and a menu.
This is like a big blown up timeline infographic thing.
Yeah. Where they're all pointing at different years. Or mostly pointing at different years.
Weird. Okay, so I just realized that I have no idea what was going on here. In fourth place, we have Ryohei Kobayashi. Close?
Yes.
Yay. In fifth place, Naoya Nanba, I think.
Naoya Nanba.
That's almost what I said, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In 6th place, Chen Yang. 7th place, Kazuki Yashiro. And in 8th place, with that, Genta Hagiwara?
Yes.
Yay, that's close enough.
Good job.
So I'm going to guess by context that they're all pointing at when they started playing.
Possibly?
That's my best guess.
That would be my guess. And seeing a guy pointing at 2016 that just took 4th at a GP makes me go, I'm so bad at this. But
Look, you have to play to be bad at this.
that is true, yeah. That's a good point. Thanks, Bill.
No problem. Got your back.
There you go. That's your top 8. Again, limited. Nothing for us particularly to talk about. If you want to hear that, I'm sure there are other places to hear that.
Yeah.
So then we go to the Star City. This is the Legacy. Hang on, I went backwards. Star City in Philadelphia, which was apparently not actually in Philadelphia,
That does sound like tradition.
according to a. I don't remember where I got a comment. It might have been in the Discord server. By the way, there's a Discord server now, the Manipool Discord server. The link is going to be down in the description. If you're listening to this later or watching on YouTube, the link's down in the description. For those of you watching in the chat, you're probably all in there already, so whatever. So, I can't see numbers. So, hey, someone tell me what we're looking at in the team.
Okay, so for the Team Constructed event, there were 244 teams, which means there were 732 players. That's how multiplication works.
Is it though?
I mean, last I checked, I haven't, run a patch lately. It could be behind.
Excuse me, I'm drinking orange stuff from a Beauty and the Beast glass. This is the sort of
Yeah,
thing
but we
that
can
usually
see it
people wouldn't
now.
be able to see. Yeah. That's okay. Cluze has a Pinkie Pie. Well, he did anyway. Yeah, see, there.
I can't judge. I have a bunch of stuffed animals over here.
Yeah, I have a bunch behind me. Most of them are Chewie. Although there is one... Wait, wrong side. Wrong side. There is a Gossamer right there.
Huh.
Ain't he cute? Anyway. Well, they also have a Fluffy from Harry Potter. That's right. That's right.
There you go, then.
Anyway, enough pointing out stuffed animals. So... What was that number again? I'm sorry, I'm dumb.
It was 244 teams of 732 players.
Gotcha. That's a lot of players on each team.
And the event was in King of Prussia, so they're correct. It is not directly in Philly. It is outside of Philly.
So the first place team was Steve Noga playing Mono Green Aggro in Standard, Kellen Pastor playing Mono Green Tron in Modern, and Daniel Barkon playing not Mono Green Lands in Legacy. At least I hope it's not Mono Green. It is not. Okay, good. That would have been a problem. In second place, Timothy Giuliano is playing Mono Green Tron for Modern. Christopher Giuliano is playing Infect for Legacy, like a monster. And Matthew Volts is playing Red Black Aggro in Standard. And again, because it's a team event, there's really nothing you can get metagame-wise, so we're not going to look too heavily.
We'll focus more on the classics where it's all people in the same format competing.
Exactly. Third place, Oliver Tomachko running Grixis Death Shadow in Legacy, Jonathan Rosum running Jeskai Control in Modern, and Benjamin Reagan running Grixis Control Standard. What is Grixis Control? Oh, it's the blue-black control with Nicol Bolas. Okay.
Yeah. It's a Scarab God deck with the God Pharaoh. But not the actual God Pharaoh.
That was third place, right? Yeah. Fourth place, yeah. Chris Turnbull is running Green-Black Constrictor. What? In Standard.
Thanks.
Badger. Zachary...
Got nothing, dude.
I got nothing, dude. We're gonna call him Peachy Keen.
Zachary.
Yeah.
We're gonna call him Zachary.
Yeah, is running Blue-Red Gifts Storm in Modern, and Timothy Candies running Sneak and Show in Legacy. 5th place, Dylan Hovey, Grixis Death Shadow in Modern, Thomas Berry, Red-Black Aggro in Standard, Delray Canfield running some flavor of Storm, probably.
I think it's Ant.
Yeah, it looks like Ant. Okay.
Looks like Ant.
What was I just watching
reading
that had Ant?
50.
Oh, I saw Ant-Man and Wasp.
Man.
Okay. I was like,
Oh,
why does Ant jump out at me? Okay. Anyway, 6th place, Matthew Dilks running Lands for Legacy. Edgar Magalhaes. I used to know how to say his name. Magalhaes? Magalhaes? Something like that is running Red Black Aggro in Standard. And Daryl Ayers running Amulet Titan in Modern because that deck refuses to die. Peter Ingram playing blue-white Control in Modern in 7th place. Gerard Fabiano on Jeskai Stoneblade in Legacy. Jordan Berkowitz in Grixis Midrange for Standard. And rounding out the top 8, Steven... That's almost certainly not Krysiak. I'm going to say like...
Krysiak?
Like Krysiak? Is it like Krishak or something?
Steven.
Steve K is running Grixis Control in Modern. Grixis Midrange and Standard by Joe Jancook, one of those. And Brian Marks is running Miracles in Legacy like a monster for a different reason. There you go. There's your team. What was it called? Team Construct. I forget. Each, like GPs have this, and Star Cities call it this, and they're the same thing. Team Trios, Team Constructed, whatever. Boom. You'll notice that Cluze has been very quiet because Cluze is playing in chat.
look, I responded to like 3 things.
Fair enough.
What I'm actually doing is I'm looking at the legacy deck lists because I know we're eventually going to get there and you're going to want to talk about them. So I'm looking at them.
Fair enough. Let's go to Standard.
Okay.
How many people were playing in the Standard Classic?
Standard Classic had 140 dose.
So 142?
Yes.
Oh. I was like, is dose a term for mammals or something that I'm not aware of? You kids today?
It could be the collective noun for two of a thing.
Okay. So Orlando Lucas won the whole thing with a Grixis mid-range deck. Why is this mid-range?
Because Bolus only cost 4.
Okay. I guess this was the blue-black mid-range deck that we'd seen before, but they've added Bolus and a Braid and Harness Lightning and Magma Spray. Was there already a Grixis mid-range deck? There was, wasn't there?
I think they just called it Grixis.
Like I remember, yeah, because we're La Virtuoso. So they just added Nicol Bolas into the deck. There we go.
I mean, it's a good addition.
Look, we had a set added, and my brain has completely gone mush. Whatever.
That's fair.
Second place, Brad Bonin is running Mono Green Aggro with freaking Steel Leaf Champion and Thorn Lieutenant, Galta, Bronto Dave. Hey, Bronto Dave, what's up, buddy? It's also running Sky Sovereign and Heart of Kirin because why isn't this Mono Green Vehicles then? Since that's all the vehicle stuff that's more vehicle stuff that's run in the vehicles decks.
Maybe they want to hype up the fact that it's got a a much heavier green base, and monocolored decks are not as big right now if they're not red.
That's true.
I don't know. It's arbitrary.
That is completely it. In third place, Abraham Stein is running a mono red aggro. Yup, it's definitely mono red aggro. Fourth place, Jonathan Job is running another Grixis mid-range deck. Looks very... Ooh. Hang on.
Ooh.
Had to scratch my back. Yeah, very similar deck. 5th place, Mario Martinez is running mono red aggro. Again?
Yep. Nothing new.
Yep, looks pretty mono red aggro-y. 6th place, here we go. Mark Gabrielle with a green-black Constrictor deck. Remember this deck?
Snakes.
What have they done? Llanowar Elves, yeah. Yeah, Llanowar Elves.
Which is admittedly also in Dominaria.
Yeah, but was this deck around during the Just Dominaria? I guess a little bit.
Yeah, it just was being stomped over by the Chain Whirlers. Which is weird, because it shouldn't be that weak to it, but then they were just tearing over everything, so.
Yeah. Neat. 7th place, Luke Feeney is running Mono Blue Outcome, which is a paradoxical outcome deck.
Yep. It's like you're playing Vintage, because it plays like a Storm deck.
Yeah, Ornithopter, Psy Master Thopterist, which gives you
A lot of Thopters.
Thopters for artifacts. Oh. Ether Flux Reservoir.
That's how you win. Yeah.
For those of you that don't remember, whenever you cast it, it's an artifact for 4. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell you've cast this turn. Pay 50 life to deal 50 damage to target creature or player. And then you've got lots of artifacts that are cheap and or draw cards and or gain life, Fountain of Renewal. What?
Yeah.
What?
You play it like a Storm deck. You dump all the artifacts you can. You bounce some of them, do it again. You repeat. Each time you do it, you're getting more Thopters. You eventually either gain enough life to take them out with the reservoir, or you have enough flying, attackers that you kill them the old-fashioned way.
That's hilarious. Inspiring Statuary to give your non-artifact spells improvise. Prophetic Prism, Renegade Map, Blink of an Eye, of course. Commit to Memory, the Paradoxical Outcome, Mox Amber, and Reverse Engineer.
The Mox Amber being powered by Master Thopterist.
Yeah. And then we have Zalfiran Void and 1 Inventor's Fair, because screw you, that's why.
Yeah.
That's, wow. Oh, and there's there's a Time of Ice in the board. Or 3 of them, actually.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty funny to look at.
The
best part is that your opponent tries to go aggro in the aggro format, and you just have a near endless supply of 1/1 blockers. And enough life gained to offset it, and you just sort of do your own thing until you can either, swing Sweet in the Sky or hit them for 50.
That's crazy.
It's like a ridiculous pet deck that also works in real tournament.
But Chain Whirler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, as much fun as that is, let's move on. In 8th place, Steven Kaminsky is running a red-black mid-range deck, which is the mono-red aggro deck, but with unlicensed disintegration and cut to ribbons.
Yes.
And presumably, Hour of Glory in the board. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Scrap Heap's like, I use black.
And Duress. Shut up, Scrap Heap Scrounger. No one's talking to you.
That is accurate.
Okay, then.
You get to run the slew.
So there's your top 8. What's a blue-black mid-range? This is the... But there's Knuckle Bolas! It's the... What?
You were betrayed.
Sometimes there's a colored mana symbol and suddenly the deck's name becomes 3 colors. Sometimes there are a couple and it doesn't. I don't understand naming.
The best part about it is that when you go to the sideboard, there's 4 more red cards.
Here we go. Green-black mid-range. What's this? This is the mono green deck with Scrap Heap Scrounger thrown in.
He's trying,
I was
okay?
joking when I said that.
Yeah, you were. No dying, Cluze. First rule.
Am I roboting again?
What? No, you were choking.
I was?
Didn't you just... Oh, you said joking.
Yeah, joking.
I thought you said you were choking.
When I said that it was mono green, I was joking about how in the last deck it had more colors than were listed. I was saying this one had fewer colors than was listed.
And you were right. Yeah.
Yeah, this one, all the black is in the sideboard.
Oh, here's in 14th a blue-white control deck. Yeah, this is the Teferi deck that horrible people run. All right, I guess that's it for standard.
It contains blue, so of course that's...
Yeah, well...
It's redundant.
As people pointed out to us, when your only win condition is making people mill out with Teferi, then yeah, you're a terrible person.
And the strategy is despair?
Yeah, when the Oh, now I'm sad. So let's move on to Modern. How many people were at the Modern event?
The Modern event had 284 people. Modern Classic.
That's more people.
It is, per tradition.
It's true, yeah. So, Ozzy Kelly won the whole thing with a deck called Scred Dragons, and I cannot tell you how happy this makes me.
Oh, it should. Have you seen what's in it?
So, we've got, for those of you at home, look this up. We've got 4 Glorybringer, 2 Stormbreath Dragons, remember that card?
Oh, yeah.
4 Thunderbreak Regent, 2 Chandra Torch of Defiance, 4 Sarkhan Fireblood. Yep, the new one.
There he is.
And then...
Dagron!
Very much so. Because we're in Modern, you've got 2 Ratchet Bombs, 4 Blood Moons. Okay, then there's 4 Draconic Roar. Huh. 4 Lightning Bolt, 2 Anger of the Gods, and 4 Scred. And since you're running Scred, that means you've got 21 Snow-Covered Mountains.
Oh.
Yep.
2 Scrying Sheets, because why not, and 1 Cavern of Souls, for value.
As you do.
And this took first. That is brilliant.
I want to see how many people were disappointed by the Alpine Moon over the weekend.
Man. Someone in the chat said Scred is metal. And
it is.
It's very much so. All right, then.
Not just because Ozzy's running it.
Yeah, no, like, even if it wasn't Ozzy, this would be metal AF, as the kids say. Which I think means after Friday, right?
Alternating frequency.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
I approve of this deck.
You don't say.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking. It's totally weird for me because normally I like decks with mountains, and this one has snow-covered mountains, but I like this deck.
There's also not a goblin in sight, so it's a little weird.
It is kind of strange. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't shock anybody, but there are no shocks.
I don't know you anymore.
Oh god, it's even running Dragon's Claw in the board. Because if you survive aggro, then you win.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
4 Dragon's Claw on the board.
Yeah.
That is the plan when you put that card in.
Wow. Okay, let's move on. Anthony Conlon is running the Black-Red Hollow One deck in second.
Yep.
With, ooh. Every time I see the art on Flamewake Phoenix, I'm like, oh man, that's pretty. And then I forget that the card exists. So every time I see it, it's like it's a brand new card.
Still got that new card smell.
I guess. In third place, David Kaminsky is running a Jeskai control deck. Yeah, this is exactly what you'd think. In fourth place, Charlotte Lewis is running the Humans.
Yep, rocking that bugler.
Yeah, with the Militia Bugler. Check that out. That's pretty funny. Because it basically says, draw a card.
Yeah.
Anything else out of the ordinary? Nope. It does. This is running the 1 Keswick Malcontents for the... Oh, look, I win.
Yeah. Yeah, and just to save you the time, there aren't any more new cards in the top 8.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Fifth place, Aaron Schwarks? I wonder if that's a typo. Or if his name is actually Aaron Schwarks. Oh well. Is running Mardu Pyromancer.
Young Peasy.
There it was. With, yeah, that's pretty normal. In sixth place, Tony Norton has a blue-white control deck that's not what I expected. Snapcaster Mage.
Is it not a blue-white control deck, then?
It is, but it's running Snapcaster Mage, Dragonlord Ojutai, Vendilion Click, Jace Architect of Thought. I'll give you a minute to let that sink in. Jace the Mind Sculptor, and Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Ooh, even has the timely reinforcements in the main because screw you, aggro. Oh, that's painful.
I mean, it did hold back aggro for an entire year.
What, that card itself? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
But, I mean, we're in Modern, and they just drop one in the main just because. Whew.
It'll ruin your day.
It really will. Man. That's, okay. In seventh place, Joshua Warsaw is running Mono Green Tron.
Oh.
What was that?
Just occurred to me how miserable life is in a world with timely reinforcements and Snapcaster Mage.
Yep.
Like, the second one's not as good as the first, but you wait a while.
And then that was seventh. In eighth place, Keenan Kelly is running a blue-white control deck. This is slightly different. We've got Teferi and the two Jaces, and Gideon of the Trials, and 3 copies of Wall of Omens. What? Because get out there and stand in the way and draw me a card. Hurry up.
Pretty much.
The two Jaces sounds like a terrible book.
Architect of Thought. Wow, I thought we'd stopped seeing him forever. Neat.
You get surprised sometimes.
So that's your top 8. We've got Elves in 9th to make
Yay!
Cluze kind of giddy. Anything?
It gets better. Keep going.
Oh, look, it's running the Elvish Clan Caller. Oh! That's the new one. That's pretty cool. I have hiccups. Excuse me. We've got a Grixis Death Shadow, Mardu Pyromancer. Oh, there's the burn.
Burn.
Is it Boros Burn? It is. With
But
the Helix.
It's modern.
That's true. You got to have the Helix and the Charm or else there's not enough. Also running Skullcrack. Damn. Just damn.
I do like Skullcrack.
That's how you do it.
More Tron, Amulet Titan, Humans, and a 5-color Death Shadow.
That's more colors.
Death Shadow, Gore Clan Rampager. Okay, Goyf.
Oh, look, Cluze, there's a goblin.
Huh. Weird. Where's there a goblin?
Starfire.
It's Goblin.
Oh,
It
I didn't
counts.
even see Tarfire. Wow. That's there for the Goyf, I guess.
Yep. For the Goyf.
You're not running Planeswalkers, so damn it, get in there.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay, then. So there is your modern thingy. Classic.
Classic.
Shut up. So how many people were in the Legacy Classic?
There were 168 players for the King of all formats Legacy. We are streaming and there's video going on, so there's a good chance I'm gonna robot here. If I do, just assume that it's Decepticons. It's not, but go ahead and assume that. Okay, we all together. I'm pretty sure that there are no new cards in the top 8 at all. I may have missed them, but I don't think that there are.
I checked.
So, what do we have? Well, in first place, Thomas Hepp is running Sultai Depths. It's dark depths. Because big, stupid thing, crush your face. That's what it does. In second place, Jeffrey White is running a blue-white Helm of Obedience deck.
Oh.
Which does contain Jace the Mind Sculptor, who is totally going to break Modern.
Helm of Obedience, really?
Yeah.
It's a thinking cap for someone else.
And it's running back to basics and humility and energy field. What in the hell is going on here?
Bad things.
This is like when you go through someone else's binder and you pick out all the cards you never want to play against, and then you put them in a deck.
Wow. Okay, wait a minute. Let's run through Helm of Obedience real quick because no one's seen this card in forever.
You want to go with the printed or the actual text?
No. So you pay X and tap. Target opponent puts cards from the top of their library into their graveyard until a creature card or X cards are put into that graveyard this way, whichever comes first. So, mill for X, or until you hit a creature. Got it. If a creature card is put into that graveyard this way, sacrifice Helm of Obedience, and put that card onto the battlefield under your control. X can't be 0. I don't get it.
So, there is a way to make a combo with Helm of Obedience. It's been so long since I've had to play against it that I don't remember exactly how it goes.
I don't see anything particularly combo-y going on here.
Yeah, the fact that it costs mana somewhat limits your trickiness.
It's because you've got out a what's that card? I know it's in here. Let me find it here a second. It's a white card. It makes everything go to the graveyard.
Thank you for the follow.
Or makes everything go to exile.
Name I couldn't make out.
You use Rest in Peace. Now you activate Helm of Obedience. Nothing ever hits the graveyard.
Oh.
Yeah. So you get out the Rest in Peace, you Helm of Obedience for like 1, and then just call it a day. Pass turn, they can't draw, you win.
Why doesn't it stop when you get Dex cards?
Oh, because no
cards put it in the
go to
graveyard that way,
yeah.
because of the old wording. I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid. Okay. That I can follow that now. It's specifically because it says are put into the graveyard this way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I do remember this now.
So, by the way, for those of you listening at home, that strange sound you heard was my stream alerts telling me that Gaspy Rhodes is now following. Thank you for the follow. Since we're live streaming now, I'm not going to turn those off anymore, so, you'll get used to it. Or you won't.
All right. So, that was second place.
Yep.
In third place, Samuel Lawrence is playing Miracles because we broke this deck. We made it so you couldn't play this.
Some people are just pig-headed, man.
Dude, it's
place.
called Miracles. It doesn't need to follow your rules.
Patrick Hartzell is playing Eldrazi Post. Eldrazi Post.
Wow.
He's got 4 The Ugin.
And 2 of new Ulamog, 2 of new Kozilek, and 1 of new Emrakul.
Yep.
Huh. Also...
And a Walking Ballista.
And Walking Ballista. And Thought Not Seer, because, reasons. Also, new Karn and the Ugin. Not Death Star Karn. Huh. Look at all of this mana, dude.
Yeah, dude.
This deck is just trying desperately to fairly, without Sneak and Show or something, vomit out one of these giant monsters to end the game.
Such is the power of the Post deck.
It's even got Thespian Stage and Vesuva. Jesus.
That's how you get more posts.
But I mean, like it's cheating them out, but it's paying mana for them.
That's the Post.
That's crazy.
Yep. Crazy like a post.
Huh.
In 5th place, Jacob Bard is playing Infect. He should really get a cream for that.
I was playing Plague Inc. Should I help him with that?
No.
I think you should
I mean,
both be quarantined separately.
Because I can.
I'm going to say that people playing, in fact, do need help, but nah.
I have wiped out humanity. What? 4 times now in that game.
You monster.
You're getting better every time.
I am.
Matrix music
I'm
plays in
like
the
the
background.
yeah. It's like I'm like the machines.
In 6th place, Kenneth Rodriguez is playing Elves, and I do want you to take a minute and look at this Elves deck, because first of all, hoof, there it is. But more importantly, the main deck, Rurik Thar. That I like. Rurik Thar, the Unbowed. Oh, so great.
I already had that highlighted as soon as you said, take a look at this deck. I just, boom.
Yeah.
Because I knew that's what you were going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It is so great to, like, ramp out and just, get that natural order and just throw down the Rurik Thar against a Storm player. And then they just look at you, and they look at the card, they pick up the card, and they read the card. And they look at you, and they look at their hand. And they do some math.
Rurik Thar is oppressive when properly resolved.
It's great. I do love the Rurik Thar. In 7th place, Jonathan Sukenik. Let's go with Sukenik. He's playing Grixis Delver, which has too much blue, a little too much black, way too much True Name Nemesis, and way too much Delver. This deck should be mono red aggro.
I mean, it's got lightning bolts and fork bolts.
But
it should be a burn deck.
But it's running Zombie Fish.
It does have a Zombie Fish, and I'd be willing to give it the pass if it weren't for the True Name Nemesi, because that's a card that should not be.
Nemesi?
It's just wrong.
Nemesi? Nemeso.
Nemesi, yeah. In 8th place, we have Joseph Cockrell playing Eldrazi Post.
This one's different.
Eldrazi Post. It is different. Let's see. We got Artisan of Kozilek, Conduit Rune, Endbringer, Oblivion Sower, Thought Not Seer, which I thought not, Emrakul, the Eon's Torn, original Emrakul.
The Promised End is in the board.
Distortion. And Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger as our creatures. To the Ugins, bunch of lands that do nonsensical things. That, do posty kind of things, in fact. And, Chalice of the Void, Grim Monolith, Randynamo, Trinisphere, Voltaic Key, All is Dust. Yeah, this... Yeah.
It seems more... let's see. It's more spread out with its creatures. Instead of just having 4 that we have to play, we've got a lot that will ruin your whole week here.
We do. I'm real worried about that Chalice on turn 1. That's what I'm worried about.
As well you should be.
Because, man, they go Ancient Tomb, Chalice on 1, and I go game 2. That's pretty much how that goes.
Like I say.
And that was your top 8.
Yay.
5 cards. What else we got?
There's a blue-green Eldrazi Post that's running Prime Time and Walking Ballista. What?
Yeah.
And Brainstorm and Crop Rotation. Repeal, Ponder, Show... What is this? It's like someone playing a blue deck and someone playing Eldrazi Post both dropped their decks and they had the same sleeves and they just gathered up 60 and walked away.
Judge.
Wow.
Okay. Sorry.
I know. That's fine. We got some Death and Taxes, Punishing Abzan, blah, 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 blah. We got a Storm in 14th. I think it's Tess. I don't think it's Ant this time.
Yeah, there's a Burning Wish. Look at Tess making the top 16.
Some more posts. Sneak and Show out in 16th. No goblins to be found anywhere. This event is a failure. I mean,
I have to
everyone
ask.
had fun and it was great, and that's fine. You guys play in your own way.
I've got a question, Cluze.
You remember last week when goblins took 4th? You remember that?
God.
Cluze, stop living in the past. I have a question.
Yeah.
Arcane Artisan and Sneak and Show?
Arcane Artisan and Sneak.
That's from Battle Bond.
What?
Oh yeah, this
Alright.
card. Yeah.
Let's see here. 2 and a blue, wizard, blah blah blah, exile, blah blah blah. Huh.
That seems pretty good in this deck.
Huh. Yes.
It's a nice cheap Emrakul.
Yes. Yes. Or a Grizzlebrand. Yeah, because that activated ability still works if it's on a token. Huh. That seems pretty good.
Normally cards like that don't work though. Where you put down a creature and it has to live a turn and then you spend more mana and tap it. That doesn't normally make it, but I guess
that's why it's
play
a
it
one-of?
later. Yeah. Like you play it sufficiently later that you can defend it.
Neat.
Or if you sneak it in, then that's a different game too. Like, oh no, my sneak attack. Quick. Let's get something I can keep for a turn. Pretty funny. Anyway, I just wanted to call attention to it because I hadn't seen that in Sneak and Show before.
So I have
Nope.
to ask,
I
where
have
did
not
this
either.
Eldrazi post deck come from all of a sudden? Like, we've seen Eldrazi, like, more curve out Eldrazi decks in Legacy recently, you know, the Eldrazi Scourge, but we hadn't seen this Eldrazi post in these numbers, to my knowledge, at least not to my memory. And now we have, what, 4?
Was it hindered by the 1-mana Planeswalker?
I don't see how.
I don't see it either, but I don't know Legacy.
I don't know how Gataxian Probe would have...
No, I know
Would've
it's not
hurt
Gataxian
this.
Probe.
Like, these decks don't require anything to be in any graveyard, so I don't see how the, I already forgot his name, the Deathrite Shaman made a difference. Like, did someone just discover this and make it public and it's taken off? It's really weird that that can still happen in Legacy, but it can.
It totally can, yeah.
I mean, most of these cards aren't exactly old.
Yeah, and a lot of these cards already see play in Legacy, so...
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, if anybody
that is
knows,
your
by all means...
Legacy tournament.
What he said. If anyone knows, by all means, let us know, because that's cool.
That includes you guys in the chat, so we don't have to wait for Twitter.
Also that, yeah.
You are a resource now.
We do have a chat. Look at that. Hello, chat.
So, shall we move on?
Sure. We've had
I
most
suppose we
tournaments.
shall.
Yeah, because that's all the tournaments, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually gonna jump back to this. Hey, look, there we are.
Amazing.
So what's next? Now that I can look at information again. Okay. Let's go back to this. Boom! So, for those that don't remember, the Magic the Gathering Comic-Con thingies, the Planeswalker promos that they do every year, this year are getting a special attention because they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Instead of being gimmicky or bizarre, as they have in the past, they just went with straight beautiful.
Yeah.
And hey, look, it worked.
It tends to do.
Yeah, and these go on sale 8/13. They will probably be available for 10 minutes.
I guess it's going to depend on how effectively they enforce the limit one per household thing.
Yeah.
Like, if that's actually done through proper automation, and it might screw with the bots that are going to jump in and try to buy it immediately. But, like, I've successfully purchased things through this before, but it takes a lot of luck. It's usually gone pretty immediately because when things go up, as soon as one person tweets about it, they'll be as good as gone if the demand is there. Now, last year, the special Amonkhet Planeswalkers, that stuff cost way more, and so it stuck around until this year. But this is more in line with what you would expect price-wise at, $92. And it's for a product that people want. So these might actually disappear quickly.
Probably. So there you go. Mark your calendars. Get your weird notifications for websites changing or whatever. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah.
The same thing that people used to buy PAX tickets, I guess.
Yeah, like I know that back when I did these, I got a browser plugin that just told me when the page changed and gave me a link so that I could immediately jump in.
Yeah.
And even that, I only made it because I'm guessing someone's credit card was declined, so it popped back up again for me a few minutes later. But at least you know which day it'll be on. So August 13th.
Yeah, there you go. All right, moving on. Hey, look, D&D. I don't know why we're talking about this next, but that's the next tab I have open. So there you go. The Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica.
It's like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, only for D&D.
Yeah, I don't think towels are going to be quite so important either.
Have you played D&D? Those people need towels.
Yeah, but they don't have them, is my point.
You should bring towels.
Yeah, this is... So unlike the plane shift thing, this is an actual product that you buy. As you can see, $49.95 goes on sale 20th of November, and it's an actual... it's a Dungeon Master's Guide, except they've named it Guildmaster's Guide because Ravnica, get it? So
I get it.
I understood that reference.
Yes, it is a campaign setting.
Yeah.
So you can D&D in your magic.
Yo, dog. I heard you liked magic.
You heard correctly.
And
yeah, they're giving it the full treatment. So it's got peripherals and everything.
Yeah, I have a complaint about the peripherals. Or
Which one?
One of them. The dice.
Yeah.
So if you check out the dice, there's Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica Dice, and you get 1d20, 1d12, 2d10s, 1d8, 4d6s, 1d4, and 1 guild die.
Mm-hmm.
It's $25.
Yeah, that's how D&D dice work, dude.
Yeah.
Good God.
That's actually pretty reasonable considering it's a branded item that comes with a little cookie tin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very much in line with what I would expect.
Okay, I just usually buy, a set of Chessex dice, and they're like $5, maybe 10 if you want the pretty ones. Now, it doesn't include a guild die, but...
So we've also got a Maps and Miscellany guide.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the D&D core rulebook here that releases the 19th of August 2014. Just in case.
Put that on your calendar. Set up your browser refresh app. Make sure you're the first to get it.
Oddly enough. But yeah, so this is neat. The thing I don't like about it is they're like, look, this is the first time we've ever done anything that's Magic in D&D ever. Completely ignoring all of the plane shift, insert plane here, that were apparently one guy's, side project.
Yeah.
That he
They've now proven that there's a market for it, and so they will sell to it.
Yeah. But, the Dominaria one isn't out yet because, he's got stuff to do.
Yeah. I will admit that Ravnica lends itself really well to an adventure path.
Oh, yeah.
Of all the planes, that would have been the one that I would do. In part because it'll be concurrent with Ravnica being the current Magic set, but also because as a setting, yeah, that's sort of a place where you can dump an adventuring party and just run things that won't be like the generic adventure stuff you might run into if you're adapting Dominaria or something else. I think that was a good call on their part.
Is why the guild pack isn't doing his job.
As I mentioned on Twitter, it's because every time you have a D&D group, one guy is never available and makes scheduling a pain, And if you decide to play without him, you're probably going to lose because he's also min-maxed and Munchkin-y, and you needed his power. And that's Jace. They're choosing to play the game without him, and it's probably going to end badly.
Also, look at this sweet art.
Yeah. Majesty.
Yeah. It's pretty baller. With a random Izzet person and freaking Niv Mizzet and a random angel.
Photo bombing.
Yeah.
The Niv Mizzet photo bomb.
He's like, what's up?
You're like, I am on the book.
So yeah, that's pretty sweet. I like it.
I will thumb through it. In a
Cluze,
Barnes and
apparently
Noble.
one person in the chat thinks you are quiet.
I'm sorry. I'll be louder.
Okay then. We're gonna skip that for the moment. Let's see here. Hey, Hasbro financial results.
That sounds dry.
Yup. Apparently things are all right.
Yeah, Magic's doing great.
If you want to know more, there's a whole lot of crap here, and you can actually listen to the audio.
Yeah. I think the exciting
The
part
meeting.
in summary is that they're seeing a lot of growth in Magic the Gathering and Monopoly, so put it on your calendar. Magic the Gathering theme Monopoly in 2019.
That sounds awful.
Is that not already a thing?
I mean, everything else has a Monopoly. It might be. But I'm sure they'll do it again. They have to combine their two best brands, because Transformers is taking a bit of a dive now that it got a little spike from having a movie, and now the movie is over. It's always weird to read through these things and see which brands are doing better or worse.
Yeah, because sometimes there's no way that it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, in the case of Magic, if you remember the last time we went over one of these quarterlies, they're like, now remember, guys, this is the quarter where we don't make money each year, so it'll be okay. Just wait a little bit. And then the one after that, they're like, look at that, we did great, Dominaria, yay.
Yeah.
So that's just the nature of financial reporting.
So there you go. Like I said, if you want to know more, links in the show notes, go read it.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, this is it until we get to the Magic Online stuff. And I just thought this was cute because 2 days ago, so on Saturday, Mark Rosewater on his Tumblr was asked, hey Mark, what is Lord Windgrace's color identity? And his response was, it matches his Commander 2018 deck. Except we didn't actually know officially that Lord Windgrace had a Commander 2018 deck.
Comedy.
Whoops.
It's either a whoops or it's a, yeah, you're clear to say we don't actually care kind of thing.
Could be.
But, you know, it would be a shame if you were to accidentally say too much about Commander 2018 early.
Oh yeah, there's Commander stuff.
Yeah, you skipped over that.
I don't have tabs for it, so I skipped over it.
Yeah, I was segueing him back to it.
Yeah, so Commander 2018 previews began today, and it started off with a leak.
Unfortunately, yes.
Showing
For tradition.
off the 4 main Planeswalkers in their packaging. Because their Planeswalkers are the commanders, the main commanders, as was shown today with Saheeli. What's her name? Saheeli the Gifted? Saheeli?
Yeah.
Something like that. I actually read this Rosewater article for a change.
Ooh, it had a lot of Planeswalkers in it.
It was a nice little walk down memory lane about how they've how the Planeswalker mechanic has evolved. Saheeli the Gifted. Yeah, here we go. So we'll just whoop.
She can be your commander.
Yeah. So each of the thingies has a the decks has a commander that is a Planeswalker that can be your commander, like they did, I think once before, maybe twice. I don't keep track of commander products anymore. Once they're out.
They did it once with monocolor commanders.
Right. Is that it though?
That's the only time I can remember it.
Okay. Yeah, once they're out and I don't have to talk about previews anymore, they fall out of my brain because I can't afford to buy them, so I don't think about them. But yeah, Saheeli the Gifted is pretty neat. For 2 a blue and a red, she has 4 loyalty, +1, create a servo. Hey!
Da-dun-dun.
+1. The next spell you cast this turn has affinity. Don't listen to this. It says has affinity. Because she's a Decepticon.
Affinity for artifacts.
Yeah. The next spell you cast this turn costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control as you cast it.
Yeah.
Cluze? Affinity?
Yeah, affinity.
Yeah. And
What could happen?
what could possibly go wrong? And then her limit break, -7 for each artifact you control. Create a token that's a copy of it. Those tokens gain haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. But that's not artifact creature. It's just artifacts. So,
yeah.
Have fun with that. Sure, you get servos and stuff, but you also get extra copies of whatever commandery nonsense you're doing.
Yeah, that's when you want to have that worm coil engine and find a way to kill it, right?
I mean, do you need a way to kill it, though?
I mean, you want it to die as opposed to exile? Does it matter? I don't remember. It's been so long.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it has to die.
Yeah. Well,
Not
I mean,
that
if you're
it's ever-
playing artifacts, surely you've got a way to sacrifice artifacts, right? Surely.
I would hope so.
Yeah. So yeah, there. Oh, and there's also this bizarre.
Artifact?
Yeah, the Retrofitter Foundry.
Yeah.
Hey, Cluze, have you read the Retrofitter Foundry?
I have.
Oh, okay. Hey, Cluze, what's the Retrofitter? I just want you to say it
Retrofitter Foundry.
one more time, faster.
Retrofitter Foundry.
You can do better than that.
No, I can't. I really can't. We've known each other a while, haven't we, Chewie?
So what's that do?
Yeah, so Retrofitter Foundry costs 1. It is an artifact, so it might help you with that Sahili ability. It has several activated abilities on it. So for 3 generic mana, untap Retrofitter Foundry.
What could happen?
For 2 and a tap, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. All right, so let's make a 1/1. For 1 and a tap, and sacrifice a servo. So hey, Tom Servo that we just made, let's just sacrifice him.
Oh.
Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying.
Is
Wait,
that
we're
Crow?
sacrificing Servo to get Crow?
We're sacrificing Servo to get Crow. Although Servo is
Fair
really
points.
the one who flies. I'm going to call a flavor fail on this card right now. What else we got?
Huh.
Tap, sacrifice a Thopter, create a 4/4 colorless construct artifact creature token. So we're just gonna upgrade.
So from a 1/1 to a 1/1 flyer to a 4/4.
That's right.
It's a shame you can't go one more for a 4/4 flyer, but then it's really not a shame. is
Oh,
it?
that would just be ridiculous.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
I do like the way that each progressive upgrade gets cheaper.
Yeah. Which
Like making the
I'm
basic
also gonna
one.
call that a flavor fail.
What?
'Cause
No,
I
because
feel
in the
like
first
real
one,
life, upgrades get more expensive.
well, it depends. Like in your first, like
using
buying the
expensive
car is more expensive than putting rims on the car, depending on the rims. Right?
Well, like in the case of this one, you're going to be spending more in resources and less in generic mana as you go up.
That is true.
So it's not really getting cheaper.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean-
appreciate the fact that this is one of those things where if you have the, one of the dumb infinite mana outlets, you can just see like, watch this, do 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 do, because you have a 1-card station, and that's a lot of fun.
It is a 1-card station. What the hell?
But it's gonna require a lot of mana to make work. But it's fun. Should be neat. And whenever you have an artifact that has the ability to pay mana and untap itself, there will be a 2-card combo down the road. Don't even worry about it. It'll happen.
Yeah. So yeah, going back to the leak, it is our policy not to comment on unofficial spoilers, but the leak looks like it was just taken at a store. Someone has them, they snap some pictures, and we're like, golden. And you know what? Screw those people.
Yeah.
Like Wizards had it all set up. They're 4 decks, so they're spending.
Allergic to leaks, everybody.
Ow! So they're spending 4 days this week, 1 on each deck, and then there's the 5th day where they give us everything. And so that's just a bummer that these, instead of getting the grand reveal, haha, look at this, it's just like some numbnut on the internet is like, oh, look what they printed. It just irks me.
I mean, considering this isn't the first time this year that that's happened with leaks and whatnot, it's kind of unfortunate.
Is it?
Well, I mean, Dominaria. That was a mistake, but
yeah, that wasn't.
It still undercut the hype that they wanted.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm not saying that people are just, rampantly leaking stuff, but like when that happens, regardless of how, it does undercut the excitement.
Yeah, but there's a difference between someone working for the website accidentally screwed something up and some guy who has their hands on these early for some reason threw them out on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, one was a mistake, one is clearly on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you remember way back at the beginning when I said that if I'm going to piss you off, I'm going to do it on purpose? Screw that person.
In particular. Yeah. That's fair.
So, there you go. There are all kinds of... There's not a card image gallery yet because it's Monday.
I'm sure there will be tomorrow.
Yeah, so I can't pull it up and be like, look at all of it. They're scattered all over the internet, so, whatever. But tomorrow there'll be a link, and I'll try to remember to go back and add it to the show notes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not in the show notes when you're checking this, go to the Wizards website, go up to products, pick Commander 2018 edition, which is right now listed under coming soon. They'll put it on that page, I promise.
Yeah, right there. That... Actually, let's just click there now. Yeah, there's usually, once they start revealing stuff, a card image gallery here that's behind.
It's usually like a day behind.
No, I mean, the card image gallery on the products page is not kept up like the card image gallery. It's weird.
Oh, really?
We noticed this with Dominaria because the dorks and I were trying to figure out which one to use. And someone pointed out that the one that's on the commander page, the product page, didn't have all the stuff.
Oh.
And it didn't even have all the stuff from a couple days ago. We were
That's
like,
more work.
Well, let's not use that one then. It was very strange.
Like, doing it that way is more work for a worse result. That's just stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, so now are we done with stuff?
I mean, I've just got one Magic Online update, but yeah, I think we're ready for that.
Okay, what's that?
So we don't talk too much about Magic Online 1v1 Commander because it is yet another variation of Commander and specific to Magic Online. But the reason I'm talking about it this time is because after working with it for a while and having trouble finding a way to balance out the some broken cards, some not broken cards, the result was, you know what, let's just unban everything. See what happens. So they've just unbanned like 20 cards. And they're going to see what happens. So to quickly verbalize that for the people sitting at home, they're now unbanning in Magic Online 1v1 Commander Ancient Tomb, Brainstorm, Chrome Mox, Demonic Tutor, Dig Through Time, Enlightened Tutor, and Tomb. Gaia's Cradle, Imperial Seal, Mana Crypt, Mana Drain, Mana Vault, Mox Diamond, Mystical Tutor, Necropotence, Ponder, Preordain, Soul Ring, Sylvan Tutor, Treachery, Treasure Cruise, Vampiric Tutor, Vile Smasher the Fierce, Worldly Tutor, and Yawgmoth's Bargain.
Or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting.
You see, the sad thing is, if I didn't need to take a breath, I was going to make that exact joke. Very specifically that joke. Or you could get your degree.
I'm going to put TV VCR repair as a possible show title.
That's fair. But yeah, that's a bunch of stuff being unbanned. And as they've noted, they've never undergone such a large-scale change to a format before, so they don't know what's going to happen. But you know what? Magic Online. These are all going to affect on Wednesday this week, so note that. The other major difference is that you may now only have one commander. Creatures with a partner ability function as if they did not have that ability. So
wait, what about the partner with? Can you still dig through your deck to get the other half? Oh, no, because they can't be in your deck. Because they're not your commander. Oh.
They're not your commander. Yeah, that's important. That's kind of rough considering it's a, high mechanic.
The chat has suggested that they're not actually banned. You can still play with them. You can't use the partner ability, though.
Yeah. Like, did I say they were banned? That's just wrong then.
Yeah.
Creatures with a partner ability function as if they did not have that ability. So,
yeah.
I apologize if I worded that incorrectly.
And also, Boost Freak, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the pool. That was that other sound that you listeners later heard. That was a subscription on Twitch.
You can make that sound happen yourself someday.
You can if you have Twitch Prime. You get one for free. If you have Amazon Prime, that is. Anyway,
yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. I don't normally talk about 1v1 Commander, but that's kind of a big jump.
Yeah, that's kind of huge.
Worth mentioning.
Somewhat ridiculous, it turns out.
That is a way to shake up the format.
So...
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it looks like that's everything. So normal sign out nonsense?
Sure. So you can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinAbob. There's no Iron Goblin because I'm fairly confident I lost it somewhere in that giant list where I was listing things out. Maybe the Iron Goblin is getting, extra experience with TV VCR repair or getting its degree. I don't know. What really matters, though, is that it's trying to make its life better, and we should support it. Past that, you can also find me. I'm going to be wandering around Raleigh SuperCon this coming weekend. They already sold out of most of the tickets, so I may just be hanging out in the Marriott and having my tried and true tradition of watching all the celebrities go to the only elevator so that I still get to see everyone and don't actually have to sit in line. That worked out pretty great for me last year.
I like it.
So if you are there and also looking for celebrities, you can accidentally find me. I am not a celebrity, but we can totally sit there and wait for someone important to walk by and then watch them roll their eyes as nerds shout their catchphrases at them. For tradition. But past that, my next real event that I'll be going to is Dragon Con, which is coming up in a few months. So definitely let me know if you're going to that. We have some time to plot. It'll be fun. Other than that, I guess tomorrow we're going to be playing as Wrecking Ball and Overwatch, right, Chewie? I assume
so.
It seems likely.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that, too. We will kill ourselves trying to swing around like a wrecking ball because none of us will be good at it. It will be hilarious. It's right here on Twitch. Just hang out for a day. It'll be fine.
Just leave your computer on.
Just sort of leave it there. Chewie can use the viewers, and eventually it'll just start streaming Magic anyway, which at least some of you care about. So,
I was gonna say I don't think it matters if I'm not live. I don't think it cares.
Probably not.
That's sad.
Well, otherwise you would be getting all the credit for the actual stuff that gets shared.
Yeah.
In which case you should host bigger channels. Just jump in on that.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's my nonsense. So go Cluze.
All right. Hey, I'm not going to be anywhere interesting or special anytime soon. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. It makes me lame. But hey, if you want to get in touch with me, your best bet to do that is on Twitter. I am at Lacluyze, and that is not spelled phonetically. No? It's something I'm trying out. Should I go back to
Wait, how would that be spelled? L-O-K-L-O-O-Z-A-Y?
Something like that. Yeah, it's not spelled phonetically, though. It's spelled just like it is.
I really wish you had won a Magic tournament before we met you so we could have mispronounced your name.
You could mispronounce my name every week if you'd like.
We could, but it's not the same because we actually know how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Yeah, we'll let Alex Shaw do that.
There you go.
He does come up with new and interesting words.
My favorite
every
thing is
week.
when he calls me Aaron. That's
Yeah.
like wrong on 2 levels.
I think he's called me Jason as well.
Like every School of Movies episode I listen to, I hear Aaron Lacluyze, and I'm like, you're so close, and yet so far.
It's cool. You just have to mispronounce his name back at him.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll call him
his
Alexi
name
Show.
is Alex Shaw. He's British, you understand. That's why it's pronounced Shaw.
Ah!
Yeah.
Is that like
Unless you're-
Sauron? Like,
Unless you're from a different region of Great Britain, and then it's pronounced completely differently.
Yeah, then it's
Yeah.
Shawa.
just Smith.
Anyway, take it away, Chewie.
Oh yeah,
No,
Bill
it's
started.
up to you.
Okay, I was like, didn't we
Yeah,
miss someone?
Yeah, Bill always starts.
Yeah, Bill goes
And then
first.
it's me.
Oh my
Then
god.
it's you.
Like I said, look, I stream like all the time, and I've been podcasting for like 10 years. You put them together, I just lose it. So, hi, I'm Chewie.
Hi.
You can find me right here on twitch.tv/themanapool all the damn time. Just all the time. It's awful. For instance, in recent times, I have something in my eye. In recent times, I have streamed. Let's see, Batman. Wow, this happens all the time, but usually you guys can't see it.
I guess you're gonna be okay there, bud.
Yeah, but it's something like an eyelash is revolting against me or something. I don't know. Perhaps I charged the eyelashes too much tax.
Maybe that's where the Iron Goblin went. Get,
I was
get
like-
your eye out of my eye.
I was
Get
like,
my
let-
eye out of your eye.
Let them eat
Eye,
cake.
eye.
And the eyelashes were like, you son of a... Okay, anyway, yeah, in recent memory, I have just in the last couple weeks, I've streamed such things as Hearthstone, Batman Arkham City. Oh, I love that game. Plague Inc. Help me out here, chat. Reigns. Oh, that was awesome. I was the king, and I got hit by a dragon. Spoilers.
It's not the only thing that happened to you.
No, it is one of the things that happened to me. It was awesome. Overwatch. And other stuff. I stream a lot of things.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I finished Cuphead. Yes.
You did do that.
Yeah. So lots of stuff. Over on youtube.com/themanapool, there's also a lot of stuff going on. Slay the Spire. That's the other thing. On the streaming, and also on YouTube. What's going up in the near future is the Hearthstone, Cuphead, Slay the Spire, Reigns, Plague Inc. Just all of that. I stream a lot, and a chunk of it goes up on YouTube. Yay! So if you missed the
Hoorah.
stream, you can watch it later. It's fine.
Will it be okay, though?
It'll be okay though.
Oh, well, as long as it's okay, though.
So, yeah. Now, as a reminder, like I said before, if you have Amazon Prime, and I know a lot of you do, you have Twitch Prime. And what that means is you get one free subscription token to just give to a streamer every month.
Like candy.
Like candy. And it's easy to forget because these two listen to me tell people this every week, and they forget most of the time. So,
It's true.
see? But by all means, if you have Amazon Prime, link your Twitch account to it, get your free subscription token, and just give it to preferably a smaller streamer. Because us smaller streamers, percentage-wise, we appreciate you a whole hell of a lot more. If you subscribe to someone that has 20 subs and you're 21, that's a lot. If you subscribe to someone that has 2,000 subs and you're 2,001, you're like a blip on their radar. Whereas,
Yeah, be Blackjack. Don't be a Space Odyssey.
movies. Anyway, Gloppy Rocks in the chat said it's like giving candy to a baby. And I love candy. Anyway. Right. But if you want to help support what I do, the most direct way to do it is on Patreon, where you can get episodes of the Mana Pool and YouTube videos early. You can get the early stuff and the odds and ends, all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Mana Pool that is not live streamed, because we're going to kill the stream, start a new recording, and start swearing again. And that's uncensored and unfiltered, and yeah. And you can, if you're feeling exceptionally generous, get the early stuff, the odds and ends, and get the shout out on both podcasts and the end screen, and on the end screen of the YouTube videos. So I would like to thank Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Paul David, Lance Delicious, Team You Hellas Haru, John Morris, Stuart Slaw, PJ McMullen, Bosco Bertain, Casey, Nathan Hay, Danny Liao, Jason Doan, AJ Javieris, Cody Buckowing, Jake Jansons, Jason Cows, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, John Parker, Jimmy Scott, Dan Holm, Bartle, Mike Millerburn, and the Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine. Got through it. That's a lot. So, and a lot of those people are in the chat right now, and that's awesome of you guys.
Excellent.
So yeah, other news, we've got there's the Appa that attacked me that one time, that son of a... Sorry, Bill's got an Appa. Did I say Appa the first time?
You said Appa both times.
Okay, good.
Lest you lose your nerd cred.
Right? Like Ong.
That's how you just lose everyone.
Anyway. But yeah, if I completely forgot. I looked over and saw Bill stroking a giant Appa like he's a James Bond villain, and I'm completely lost. What was I gonna say? Oh, and we lost Cluze.
Per tradition.
Yeah, I have no idea what I was about to say, so I won't. Oh! You can find also the social media, the Mana Pool, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and now there's a Discord server. Like I said earlier, link is in the show notes. If you'd like to join, come hang out. There's pages, channels, whatever. I don't know the terminology. For different content and different games that we all play. I made a D&D channel earlier today because people wanted it, and I was like, sure. And
why not?
It's also where I'm being like super transparent about what I do as a content creator. Like every morning I'm like, all right, here's the plan today. Let's see how much of that I get done. And like I showed my like hours so you can see the breakdown of what I spend on various things every week, just to mainly to let everyone know that I am actually working, and so you can keep me honest. Yeah. So if what goes on as a content creator is of any interest to you, then that's another reason to join. I spend a lot of time on thumbnails, it turns out.
You do.
But anyway. So, I'm going to shut up now. So this has been Monday Night Magic, Marvel Universe. Monday Night Magic number 616. The very first one as a live stream. Well, not the very first one, that was 600, clearly. But the first one as an ongoing live stream. Hopefully this worked. And yeah, we will go now. So thank you all so very much for watching and or listening. And go play some Magic.